the magnets, or do you want to work for like Play-Doh or drawing something? Magnets. Okay, yeah, magnets are cool. Great. I don't care if you wear the headphones, but keep them off your ears for right now because it's not super loud in here. You can wear them around your neck. If they're a distraction, we're gonna set them down. So, all right, first, we're gonna go over our letter sounds and go through the alphabet. We're gonna go over our diagraphs, which we've already learned. And then we kind of started talking about glued sounds. We talked about 3 glued sounds. I talked about and all. And I need us, since we didn't score high enough on our last little assessment, we're gonna have to redo it and see how well we do again, just so we get to mastery. And we're gonna use our thing, we're gonna build words. I know we normally do it on here, but today's a little whack with the internet, right? Okay, you ready? Do you wanna do the beat to it, or do you just want to point, or do you want me to point? You want to point? Okay, come up here. You can be your little teacher. All right. A apple, A. B bat, B. C cat, D dog, D. E F G G,
H hat, I J K L O octopus
Try to open it. There you go.
P pimp Q queen R S T tucked U V van W H whistle
Try that one again.
W when
There you go.
X fox Y yellow Z zebra.
All right, let's do diagraphs. S H ship, C H chin, this is your favorite one. W H whistle, C K sock, T H thumb. Right? And I'll do these. All right, beautiful job. Snaps. Okay, so our glued sounds. Those are gonna be our sounds that are kind of glued together. Okay. All right, do you remember making our M sounds while holding our nose? So, can you make a sound while you're holding your nose and go, or, not really, it's kind of hard, because those are our nasal sounds. And due to our nasal quality, the M and the M like distort our vowel sounds, all right? Okay, so we have our and all. I'll bring them to you. All right, these are welded sounds, also known as glued sounds. And so like the M here and the N here are those nasal sounds, so they're gonna affect the way our A's sound in the words, okay? All right, so you ready? You repeat after me. We have A, M, ham, am. A, N, fan, an. And. A, L, L, ball, all. All right, perfect. So we're gonna start building a few words. We'll build some other words that we know previously, and then we're gonna introduce our new glued sounds. And how many glued sounds are we learning? Yeah, 3, good job. All right, I'll set them there so you can look at them. We'll build some, and then we're gonna read some. Cool? Okay. Normally we'd be building on our U-Fly blending board, which I know is a lot cooler, but we're having to go old school. Yeah, you remember I think this one was yours last year. Yeah. The big belly dirty diaper, because it'll help with your B and D reversals. Cool, cool, cool. Okay, we can do the first one together, and then I want to see how you do it by yourself, okay? So we got our first word. We're gonna do bat. So let's tap out bat. Bat. So we go. We put it down here. There you go. And our last sound is T. All right, beautiful. All right, now can you make bat? Can you take off the T and make it a D. So we have B, A, D. Perfect. Bad. Yeah, like you're bad at running a marathon, because I would be awful at running a marathon. All right, let's make bad, and let's change our last sound to a K. So tap this. B, A, K. There you go. B, A, K. Remember how there's 3 ways we can make the K sound. Yeah, go off, King. There we go. That was good. So did you choose the C, the K, or the digraph CK? Yeah, good job. So these are 2 letters, and how many sounds are they making? 1. All right, so we have B, A, K, back. Now let's switch it up. I'm gonna take these 2 away. My hair what? It looks emo. Is that good or bad? Okay, well I can't change it back now. All right, are you ready? Let's build the word BAM. Let's tap it first. B, am, BAM. Yeah, if those helped you. Which one did you put down? What glued sound?
A-M.
And what's AM say? Am. So our whole word together says, blend it all together. Bam. We don't need, right. Do we need this extra letter? Do we need it to say BAM? Nah, we can put that one up. Because our glued sound, AM, is gonna get all those sounds in that we need. Because they'll kind of make their own individual sounds. They're not like digraphs. Digraphs are gonna make 2 letters, 1 sound. We're still gonna kind of hear these individual sounds, but they are working together. All right, you ready for a new word? Okay, let's take BAM and turn it into jam. So we can tap it first if you need to. Am, jam. All right, I'm gonna take out, yup. Good job. Yeah, these are just here to remind you, you don't have to use those. They're just closer so we know. All right, can we build, good job. Let's build pat. At. You have 2 of the sounds. What's the first sound we hear in? Yep. Perfect. Nice. Tell me how you spelled it.
P-A-T.
Perfect. Is that A a long A or a short A? All right, perfect. All right, let's turn it into path. Ah. Yeah, good job, dude. All right. How do you spell path?
P-A-T-H.
All right, can you tell me where the digraph is? Yeah, no, you had it. TH is the digraph. All right, let's turn that into pan. And. Nice. Hey, you're doing amazing today. I'm great. Can we tap that one out? And. Yeah, I like how you blended it. All right, let's do one more word so we can get another one in. Let's do mall. I want to shop at the mall. All. Mall. Okay? What's that first sound you hear? All. You're really close. These letters, they are gonna say aw and ul. But what are we working on right now? What are those called? They're not digraphs, they are what kind of sounds? They're glued. They are glued together. So our green cards are glued sounds. What does this glued sound say? Am. This one says an. And this one says all. So how would you spell mall with your glued sounds?
M-A-L-L.
Perfect. Alright, so what does A-L-L say? All. There you go, because remember it's kind of just changing the way that vowel sounds. Good job. There's a they are. I'm surprised you didn't talk about how these are magnets already. I thought you'd like them. Yeah. All right, are you ready to go over some of these words? We're gonna go over a couple of last week's word list words, and then we're gonna go over some from this unit, and then we're going to read them out of our book and take our progress on our word list chart. How's that sound? Cool, okay. I need us to close the magnet board. Perfect, thank you. I'll keep these out for you though, when we need them as a visual, if you need help. But these are from last week, so remember, we have our short vowels, and that's what are gonna be in these words. What does short A sound like? A. What about E? I? Yeah, O. And you? Perfect. That was a good little review. So we have, we'll do the first one together and then I want you to tap it and try and read it. Fuss. Okay, you gonna keep it? You get it right? Miss. Pass. Mo. Cuff. Perfect. Let's do a few more. Fill. Alright. So remember how we did that. And now I want us to focus on our words for this week, because these didn't have our glued sounds. The words we're about to have are going to be full of glued sounds. Can you remind me what our glued sounds are that we talked about? Those are glued. What are they? They're glued sounds. What do they say? A-L-L, all, A-M, am, A-N, fan. Do you like the beat or not the beat? You're not a beat person. It's okay. Some people like it. Okay. Again, we'll do this one together, and then I want to see how you do it. Am, bam. Remember, it changes our little nasal sound with our, yeah, bam. Okay. So, do you see any glued sounds or do you see any digraphs in this word? What's first?
A-N.
Yep, is the glued sound. All right. And ban, like you get banned from the Fortnite lobby. Okay? Let's try this one. All right, is that a or a n? When you do your n, you can smile a little bit. Pan. You know what a pan is? You can cook dinner in. Ram. any of these make the sound, or does it make the am? Shh, am, sham. Because look, the am is gonna be glued together. Just think about it, when you see those two letters, they're glued together, so they're gonna change the way they sound, because it wouldn't make the normal independent sounds. Ah! Skip that. Do this one. I dropped them. Yup. Beautiful. Let's do a few more. Perfect. And ran. Yep, like you ran down the street. I don't want to do the nonsense words. And that's all that was left. Okay. Yeah, those were nonsense words. Yeah, we're gonna get our little notebook out and do our word list chart. Does that sound good? Do you feel confident? We read some words, we built some words. And then you're working for, do you want magnets or Play-Doh after? Magnets, okay. All right, I'd like you to read this part. I want you to practice in your head. I'll give you a few minutes, and then we're gonna take our notes and put our markers and data down for these, okay? Yeah, just practice. You can just practice a couple of these in your head. I'll give you about a minute, and then you can do your own. You ready? No, do you need one more minute? Okay. Cool. Alright, we're gonna go through these, okay? If you need to, do you wanna go through and find all of your glued sounds first? And find your digraphs first? You think that would help? And there's also some bonus letters in here too that we went over. So go find some of those. Yep, you'll box your glued sounds and underline your digraphs. That's a good start. Good job. Ready? Alright, let's start this one. You can either go across or you can go down. Okay.
Man.
Good job. Good. Good. Good job. Nice. That was a hard one. Mhm. You can use your diagraphs. Which diagraph is it? I remember. Alright, blended. Such. Guys, what does CH say? Chin. Okay. Move on to where are we at? This one. We did that. We're going this way. Good. Mhm. Good. Good job. With. Perfect. You got it. Yes, there you go. Mhm. Last one. Hey, good job. So look, you have gone up so much. We missed 1, 2, 3, 4 last time, and how many did you miss this time? Just one. Great. Do you want to use crayons or markers? Markers. Okay. You want your normal colors? Okay. I'll just bring all of it. Great. And the only one we missed on that one was such. You just got to remember your diagraph on that one. Instead of